Hey guys, yes, today I am in my robe, my lovely plush robe. I'm gonna go have a shower or whatever afterwards, but so that's why I'm not dressed. And I just wanted to jump on here today to talk to you guys about the Sleek highlighting palettes. Oh gosh, see, that is so reflective. So the Sleek highlighting palettes, so they have four. They have this one here, which is Solstice. They have another called Cleopatra's Kiss, another which is called Precious Metals, and another one which is called Midas Touch. This one here is limited edition. I think the last time I saw it online, Sleek were doing this for about $6.99, but I've just checked the website and it is out of stock. But for some reason it has been coming back in and out of stock, so they might bring it back. So is it really limited edition? But we're just going to talk about all four of them. So the one that started it all off for me was this one here. It's the Solstice palette. I saw Jeffree Star with this, and I think there was a few others like Manny MUA and Jaclyn Hill or whatever. And this is what it looks like inside. This can't go up any further than where it's going now. It does come with like a mini brush. All of the palettes do. 3 of the shades are powders and one of them is a cream. This one up here is a cream highlighter and the other 4 are powders. So what we're going to do, we're going to swatch them. So these are the swatches for them. The 4th one, the cream one, I can't really seem to catch the light with it. There you go. So as you can see, they are quite bright, they're quite reflective. I would mainly use this one here if I was going to do like a really intense highlight. Like I would put this down first and then top it up with one of these ones. This here is the really pink one. This is the orangey one. This is the yellow one, and this is the cream pink one. The yellow one, it does come off a little bit more chalky than the others, but this is so pretty, just so pretty. The next one is the Precious Metals, and this is what it looks like. This one I would say is more for deeper skin. Well, it's kind of, this is more of like for people who have medium skin tone, I reckon. I mean, you've got this pearly colour right here in the top corner. It's good for people with really pale skin if they wanted to use that pearly colour. I think what they tried to do with this palette was cater to almost anyone and everyone. Like there's going to be a shade in here for you, whether or not you are pale, hence the pearl, or if you're on the deeper side, which would, this one will be a little bit more fitting. I don't really get much use out of this one, but more so because it has 3 cream shades and 1 powder shade. And the powder shade is this one here, and the rest of them are creams. So I'm going to swatch them now. So here are the swatches for the Precious Metals. Now up here is the pearl. I feel like it's a little bit more patchy, a little bit more sheer than the other shades. Even though, you know, it is still quite bright, but you can see that the next one down is a lot brighter. These two here are just so similar to one another. It's just kind of like, what was the point in making these two? And then at the very bottom is, I don't even think you can see it very well, this is the powder shade. It's very, what's the word? It's not, the formula isn't very smooth, and as you can see in comparison to the Solstice palette, now I understand that this powder one is very close to my skin tone, like my as is skin tone, but still it's not bright. It didn't give that same brightness that the other palette did. So this one, it's not one that I'm running to, unfortunately, but it's still a nice palette, but it's just not one that, it's not my favorite. So the next one that I got is the Midas Touch. This is the only one which is a matte packaging with reflective writing, or detail I should say. The others are the opposite. Packaging is like a mirror and then the detail is in matte. But anyway, so this one is called the Midas Touch. This one was the limited edition one. Again, I've seen it go in and out of being, you know, in stock and out of stock so many times, because I'm constantly like watching the Sleek website because I want to see whether or not they come out with more of these palettes, because I am collecting them, kind of like with the Makeup Revolution I Heart chocolate bar palettes. I'm also collecting these but from Sleek. So now this palette, as you can see, it's not an everyday palette. It has 3 powders and it has 1 cream, and the cream is the green one here in the top corner. The rest of them are powders. This is good for someone who is probably doing like makeup artistry. So you're going, or if you are doing like if you do pictures for Instagram or your Twitter, or if you just like to do, or even if you're doing like Halloween makeup or whatnot, you want to play around with different color highlights and stuff like that. I think that this is a great palette for you. I mean, the only one out of this that I would actually use on a daily basis is this pink one right here, because it's not too pink, like in your face pink. But I'm going to swatch them for you so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, so here are the swatches for this palette. Now the top one is the cream one, and to me in the pan it looks green, but on my skin it looks more, I don't know, it looks more like a silver with a hint of a green undertone, if that makes sense. Now, as you can see here with the powder ones, the blue is blue, the blue is blue, the white is white, the pink is more of a, it's like more of a milkshake kind of pink, but it's still letting you know that it's pink. It's not being shy. I do really like these. I mean, I feel like the formula of these ones are on par with the Solstice palette, which was the first palette that we swatched. Like the level of intensity is the same quality as the first palette that we swatched, which was the Solstice, and that's something that I've got to appreciate. And it's a shame that this is limited edition, but I can understand why it's limited edition. It's not everyday palette that everyone's going to draw towards on a daily basis, unless you're into that kind of thing. Okay, and then the last one is the Cleopatra's Kiss. This one is the most recent one in the line, and so I'm trying not to blind you. If I do, it's just a mistake. This one, I can definitely say I could see someone with a more medium, I can see someone with medium toned skin drawing towards this palette here. I mean, if I compare it to this one here, now when I first got this one I felt like, okay, well this will be good for my skin, but I think what this one is good for is probably a light person who has now gotten a tan. That's what I reckon this one's better for. So if you are on the paler side and you've now gotten a tan, I think this one will be a great option for you. And I think if you have deeper skin, then go for this one because it has more goldy kind of undertones. So this one comes with 2 creams and 2 powders, and you can straight away tell which ones are powders and you can straight away tell which ones are creams. So this one and this one here is creams, and this one and this one here are powders. And I haven't used the creams. I think out of all of them, all of the palettes, I only used the cream on one of them. All the rest of them I just left. I think it's because I already have a cream highlight that I draw towards. But yeah, so we're going to swatch this. So here are the swatches. Now you can see already that these are not like the same intensity as the other palettes. They're just not the same. They are still quite reflective, but it's not in your face. And I understand I have to take into consideration my skin tone, but I just feel like the Solstice palette and the limited edition palette, they were on the same level. And then the 2 which seemed to have deeper colours, the more brownier, goldier colours, they're on the same par as one another, but not in a good way, if that makes sense. So they're still good, but it would have just been really nice if all 4 had the same level of intensity as one another. I understand that there's probably certain pigments are a little bit more difficult to make than others, but it's just a shame that they're not all on the same level. But for the price point, I mean, they're all £10 each. There's some highlighters which are, or glow kits and all of that stuff, which are so much more expensive, which don't give the same kind of quality like, say, the Solstice palette would. So we're gonna just try some on now. I'm going to use the Solstice palette and see what happens. So I'm going to pick up this orangey, this hinge is a little bit loose. I'm going to pick up this orangey kind of colour. Or like out of all of them, that's probably the best one that will suit me. Ooh. What? Do you see? I didn't even have to dip in a second time. It's just, Lord. Okay, let me get something to blend this out because it's just cray cray. Okay, now be sure that when you use these, that you are using a light hand. Make sure you are using a light hand when you are applying these because they are no joke. So if you are going to be getting the Solstice palette, and if you can get your hands on the Midas Touch palette, make sure you be careful, okay? Because they're no joke. So those are the 4 sleek highlighting palettes. I would definitely say pick them up if you can. I mean, I know that this one here at the front is currently out of stock. I'm sure they'll bring it back because they've been bringing it back for the longest time. If you can't find it on the Sleek website, try the Superdrug website because they do stock these palettes as well. As I said, they're £10 each. No, this is not being sponsored. I bought all of these with my own money, and again, yeah, for £10, I mean, I can't see how you go wrong. So if you have any questions about these, or you know, there's anything that you want to recommend that I try, make sure you just leave a comment down below. Don't forget to follow me on my social media, again all linked down below, and subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you in the next video.